Welcome back to Treasure Hunting with Jebus, guys, and today we're going to be doing a monthly recap video. So we've had a few people suggest doing this, and I thought it sounded like an interesting video. So what we're going to do is go through everything from the storage units that we've actually sold and get a grand total, and so you guys can see what we sell fast and what we're still kind of sitting on and how much money we're really making from this. So if you do enjoy the video, let me know in the comments. Make sure you leave it a thumbs up, and let's start going through it. So before we go through what we sold, I added up every single storage unit we've bought so far in the last month or so. So since we've started this, and we spent a little over $1,000, so it was $1,010 to be exact on everything. And let's just get into everything we sold because it's some insane profit. So before I get into this, remember we found over $600 cash in one unit plus all the Guatemalan money. So that was almost $700 of the 1,010 we spent right there. So let's start going through everything we sold so far, all the way back to the first one, all the way up to the most recent ones. And we're going to do this, I think, at the end of every month if everyone enjoys it. So first things first, that entire record collection we found in the very first video. Total, we had 3 different sellers, but in total we made $370. $150 from one person, $100 from another person, and $120 from another person. So $370 for that entire record collection. There was a griddle, I think that was that first unit as well, that sold for 20 bucks. The Element TV, I think we found last storage unit or 2 storage units ago, sold really quick, $80. The Crash Bandicoot for PS4, another very quick sale, 20 bucks, which is pretty cheap. I probably could have got 30 for that, but really just want to move stuff. When we're buying as many units as we are, we got to move stuff as quick as possible. As long as we're making money, we're doing good. COD World War II, Call of Duty World War II for PS4 also sold for 15 bucks. Both of those 2 games sold within like literally hours of posting them, so very easy sales there. One of the routers we found, I think this was the Army Ranger unit, sold for 55 bucks on eBay, and I think that was not including shipping. So yeah, they paid shipping on that, so $55 total profit on that one. The laptops, most of them have not worked. One of them has worked, but we couldn't get into them, so we bundled them all up, sold them locally to someone. We listed them at $150, got a $120 offer, let them go. So the laptops lot, I guess you'd say, sold for 120 bucks. That carpet we found, I think that was definitely the Army Ranger unit. That sold within the day for $80, like I said, within hours of posting. So 80 bucks on that. The Brother printer, I think it also came from that same unit. That one sold for $100. We probably could have got more for that as well, but like I said, guys, we're very limited on storage space, and I want to be able to keep buying these because I love buying these units and going through them. So we sell stuff. I know it's cheap. People tell me all the time, you're selling it so cheap. I know I am. I do sell stuff cheap. I get that, but I have to move it fast because we want to be able to keep buying and keep making these videos. So the Brother printer went for 100 bucks. That little blue wrench set, I think it was that unit as well, sold for $20. Not much, but still, I'm trying to count everything that we could have found. We might have missed a few small things here and there, but this is everything that I found. The Christmas statue set, if you remember that, I valued it at $150, ended up only getting $124. I listed it for $150, but 120 bucks still. That was, I think, an $80 unit, and that was pretty much all that was in that unit. That one wasn't that great, but again, we got rid of it fast. The drill set was $140 is what we sold it for. We only paid, I think, 40 or 50 for that unit. I don't remember for sure. So the drills alone, I think we also bundled those drills with the other tools in there. So again, probably could have got more, but we needed to get it out of here because it was a whole tote worth of stuff. So $140 for all the tools and drills in there. In the teacher unit, I think it was, where we found that ended up almost being a complete bust that had the laptop we couldn't get into and stuff. When we were going through other things, we actually found a little set of White House Easter eggs from 2009 when Obama was president, and they ended up being semi-valuable. They sold for $45 on eBay, so that was one of the only real valuable things that came out of that unit. Most of that unit ended up being junk. Another thing that came from it was the little green cleaning machine. I think it was called a little green machine, something like that. We only got 30 bucks for it. I think we valued that one a little higher, like $40, $50, but it had a smell to it that we couldn't really get out that well. I tried our best to clean it up, so that's why we ended up going lower on that. Got $30 for that. Now all the random books and DVDs you see is fine. We scanned and we used the clutter for the ones that aren't worth much, and through all the units so far, it's a little over $80, so I just marked it down as 80 bucks for all the random books, DVDs, and CDs and stuff like that that weren't too valuable. Now we found the unit, we've 2 units that day. We found the 2 BB guns in the safe. The safe sold for 30 bucks. It wasn't an expensive one. I was kind of disappointed. I found it brand new on eBay for 50 bucks, so I was happy to get 30 for it locally. The baby Jordans, I think, came out of one of those units as well. It was a bunch of, not only Jordans, some Jordans, Nikes. I think there was a pair of Shaq shoes and a few other baby shoes. We lotted them up and sold the whole lot on eBay for 50 bucks, so that was a good deal. one of the units, I forgot which one it was at this point, honestly. There was a Viking shirt, a Minnesota Viking shirt that was brand new with the tags. We sold that for $18, but I just have it listed at $15. Some of these things are rounding down and up just to make the numbers even and make my math easy. We also found Microsoft, I think that was also in the teacher's unit, so that unit had a bunch of little valuable things. There was a copy of Microsoft Office Student Edition 2010, which sold within hours of posting on eBay for $30, which is a really good deal. The Tim boots from the drug dealer unit in Maryland, the ones that everyone in the comments were like, those things are worth crap, you ain't getting rid of them. $55 within 2 hours listing on eBay, so thank you very much, I did get rid of them pretty easily. So 55 bucks for the Tims. There was a pair of dark blue Nikes in that unit. I think it was that unit. It might have been another unit that were pretty, not in the greatest condition, but still in wearable condition. So those sold on eBay for $25. I think they were called Jordan Chameleons. Some people told me they were very valuable. Some people told me they were cheap Ross junk. So we listed them at $60. Somebody made an offer of 40 bucks. We let them go. So sold them for $40. I don't remember what unit this came out of, but in one of the units there was a Coach bag. It was an older one. I think when we looked it up it actually said vintage Coach bag, but it wasn't in too good a condition, so we didn't get too much for it. We got $60 for the Coach bag. If it was in good shape, it would have been a $200 bag. So still, like I said guys, we got to move stuff fast. There was a bunch of steel watches in one of the units. Now, not the expensive looking ones that we found in the drill unit. I think we still have those, haven't listed them yet. We still have a lot of stuff we haven't listed, guys. This stuff keeps us busy. Like, we need a lot of time to do this. It's a fun business, but it's a freaking working one. You got to be ready to work. But a bunch of the random steel watches we lotted up and sold for 20 bucks on eBay. The Spider-Man PS4 game that we found in the $1 unit, we found Spider-Man in Minecraft. The Spider-Man game sold for 20 bucks, disc only. Now there's a bunch, I'm going to go through some of the shoes that came from that drug dealer unit. The ones I thought were disgusting, they ended up being valuable. The copper foam posits, they sold for $80. The Nike boots, another $80. I think we only paid 20 bucks for this unit, so remember that. The Tims came out of there too. Just those 3 pair of shoes made us over $200. The pair of Ray-Bans, I think that came in one of the early units. I think that was actually from the unit where we found all the money at, if I remember correctly. But there's a pair of Ray-Bans. Again, we sold them cheap. I know they could be worth more, but we only got $40 for those on eBay because, again, guys, we need to replenish money and sell. There is a Redskins jersey. I think might have came out of the drug dealer unit as well. We sold that for 20 bucks. The 2 Louis Vuitton bags, $150. They did end up being fakes, I think. The guy told me so. They still can sell, even as fakes, you can still probably get $250, $300 for those. But again, $150, I wanted them to go. The Versace shirts, $250, I think, $200, $250, I don't remember exactly. Again, they could have gone for more, they could have gone for less if I listed them on eBay. The thing was, I have no way of telling if they're real or fake. The only dealership that sells Versace around me is like a 2-hour drive, not quite worth it to me. But I have seen them sell on eBay for $100 to $200 a piece. So could have got more for that, guys, but again, we just don't have the time to go get them checked. So somebody was willing to buy them for $200, all of them, so we sent them out. They probably make some money on them. I don't care. I don't know why so many people get like so angry when they like someone else makes money. It's okay. I can make money, you can make money, we're all happy. It's still fine. I'm having fun. That's all that matters. The Lunar boots, Nike, I think they're Lunar Force boots or something like that. They sold for $80 on eBay as well. The little Minecraft game that also was in the $1 unit, $10 on eBay. The North Face we found in the very first unit, $50. I think this was the second or third unit. There was a pair of dressers in there. We sold the dressers for 50 bucks. I was hoping to get 100 on them, but at the time, I was just getting so tired of looking at them. They took up a lot of room. I was like, you know what? 50 bucks, take them. Get them out of here. One of the knife sets we found, I think it was the very first unit, if I remember correctly. We got 20 bucks for that. Also in the second unit, I think the one where we found all the money in, there was an AC in there that was worth about 150. We sold it for 60 again because big bulky stuff like that, I'm willing to take a hit. We just don't have the storage room for it. We got to get it out of here. The chandelier was also in that unit. That sold for $80. It was a nice chandelier. I found it on Amazon and stuff for about $150 to $180. So for 80 bucks, I mean, that's half value. That's pretty much what you expect to get when you're selling stuff used, about half, sometimes less, depending on condition. There was also a vintage chair in that second one, like an old chair. I think it was the second or third storage unit. I'm starting to lose track now. But anyway, the chair sold for 100 bucks within one day. It was kind of a pain to stuff in the back seat and deliver to somebody. But again, guys, I gotta get rid of this big stuff. It just takes up too much room. That's why I don't like buying units with furniture and things like that, because it just takes up a lot of room. In that same unit, there was also a wooden desk in there that we sold for 50 bucks. Now there was a dinner set. I think it had like some spoons and things like that, but it was like a very valuable one. It was like $70 worth, but we sold it for 40 bucks again just to move it. There was also a leaf blower type thing. It was a leaf blower combo with something else. I don't exactly remember. That was in the unit where we found all the cash at. Sold that for 60 bucks. We also sold a bag of just all kinds of random tools for another 40 bucks. Now, in the very first unit we bought that had the record collection, there was also a CD collection in there that was worth about $122 on Declutter, but somebody offered us $150 off Craigslist, so of course, don't deal with shipping, make more money. We sold that for $150 off of Craigslist. That unit also had a microwave in it. It was in like good condition. It was like an $80 microwave that was in great condition. All we did was wipe it down, listed online, got 30 bucks for that microwave. Now, unfortunately, the last unit, I think it was the last 2 units ago, there's a microwave in it. I valued it at 5 bucks, didn't work, so that had to go in the trash, but that first one worked great. Now, there was also a peanut collection. I think that was the first unit as well. That sold for $150, so that's what we sold locally and on eBay. We've also made about 2 flea markets worth and a yard sale, so like $400 to $500, I would say, selling random little odds and ends at the flea market and the yard sale. So overall, guys, I'm out of breath. That was a lot of talking really fast. I wanted to fit it all in like a 10-minute video. We've definitely been making money on all these units. They have been a ton of fun, and we're still sitting on a lot of the merchandise. So we still have a lot of stuff on eBay, still have a lot of stuff to list on eBay. Some of the very valuable things we found in the last unit have just got put up there, and they already have a bunch of watchers on them, like the Prada purse, that pair of boots that was really expensive. A lot of stuff's on there. It should be selling for a lot of money soon, hopefully, and we'll lower the prices if it doesn't go in the next week or so. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update. A lot of people asked how much is this stuff actually selling for, so I figured it'd be fun to do this once a month, just go through everything. We keep it all written down anyway, just go through it all and let you guys know exactly what we sold and for how much. So as of now, that's everything that's sold, and if I listed all the flea market stuff, we'd be here for 2 hours, but that stuff all sold for between like I think the most expensive thing we sold at the flea market was like 15 bucks, so 2, like I said, I think it was like $300-400 total over the flea market. So overall, guys, we made a good amount of money, had a ton of fun doing it, and if you enjoy this type of video, let me know. I love to keep doing them at the end of every single month. It's really fun, and it helps keep me organized too. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave it a big fat thumbs up, and if you're not already, hit that subscribe button for awesome storage unit videos, dumpster diving videos, all kinds of treasure hunting videos every single day of the week. And if you want to follow us on our social media, links will be on screen. You click the links down in the description below. Make sure you follow us on whatever you have. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.